Together, come on, put it in. The Harper Rose.
Keep it going for Taylor. I love that he's like, I'm not gay. I'm like, yet. We'll see. Great. Okay. Okay. I see you guys are having a little drinky on us. Slurpy slurp. I love that. Little slurpy over here. Pee over it. All right. What's going on with you, Mr. Hat?
Mr. Hat.
That is not your real voice. I got a Modelo. Okay, period. You look like you make porn. I love that. Honey, here's the thing. Here's the gag on me. Spoiler alert, I cannot drink because whenever I drink, I always make out with people I'm not supposed to. I don't know, I just delivered that to you, Mr. Porn. I'm sorry. It would be an honor to get a yeast infection from you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We don't even need the mic. That's the gag. Okay, but anyways, I'll use it. I'll play along. Anyway, what if I just climb this tree? It doesn't matter. The tree's right here. I love this. Okay, girl. I paid her $10 to laugh like that. Anyway, I'm gonna need that back after the show. Okay, girl. I paid her $5. Anyway, she goes, ah ha ha ha. Okay, that's $5. Okay. Anyway, hey, Kate. I'm glad you got out of bed to see this. All right, so here's what it is and here's what it isn't. I cannot have any Slurpee Honest tonight or any night because I get a little crazy, all right? And I was telling my friend, period. I was telling my, he's jerking off, I love that. Oh, that's Taylor who runs the show. Okay, awesome. I just got unbooked, but, but I was telling my friend the other night, she was like, hey, like, let's go get a drink. I was like, oh, girl, I get a little crazy when I get drunk. And she goes, girl, me too. When I drink, that's part of the fun. I get crazy. And I was like, you're 35. Why are you talking like that? She's like, because then guys can't tell that I'm in my 30s. And I was like, all right. We're working it out. I do feel like women change their voice around men. Like, so I have a lot of female friends, Kate, who change I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm singling you out. You guys don't know her. I'm like, okay. But Kate, as we can see, she's a baddie to the max, and she's also smart, so get into it. But I eat her out. Okay, it doesn't matter. No, we said we're not going to do that again. Anyway, so why am I crowd working my roommate? See you at home. Okay. See you in the shower. No, okay, that's okay. This is good. I like that we hiked up 45 stairs so I can say I'm gonna eat you out. She's off the leash. Anyway, and I'm off the leash tonight. Okay, it doesn't matter. Anyway. Okay. That's a $2 clap. Anyway, I'm bankrupt from this set is what I'm saying. All right, we got porn guy laughing. All right. And I'm not stopping until this couple starts fingering in the back. Are you happy I'm on the show? I can't tell. Okay, so this tree, it doesn't matter. But I do feel like I have certain friends, like they're really good about like drinking and about like acting normal around guys. And when I was out at a bar with some of my friends, they were like, just go up to a guy and be like, hey, like that. And I was like, all right, let me give it a try. And I went up to a guy and I was like, hi, yeah. Rewrite it and honestly maybe just like make the joke better. Okay. Anyway, but she was trying to give me an example so a queen didn't feel alone, and she was like, don't worry girl, like I get crazy too. I'm like, okay bitch, how do you get crazy? And she was just like, well, the last time I got really drunk, I went home with this guy and his apartment was so big. He was so rich. Whoa. And I'm like, okay. And then she's like, and then he wanted to date me and he kept buying me flowers. Oh, it was so crazy. And I'm like, I might hit you. Girl. No, I was like, Mom, I love that for you. But then here's the thing. When I get drunk, I answer cat calls. So... Okay.
Ow.
Okay, it was him. Okay, no. Sweetie, I saw you on Sunset. No, I about 3 years ago, I was at a party with some of with my best friend and some of her friends, and I was going through a breakup. And usually when you get dumped, you're like, I'm gonna prove my ex wrong. But I did a little Uno reverse. I remixed that, and I said, I'm gonna prove my ex right. Okay. Oh. He was always like, Harper Rose, you drink too much. I'm like, bitch, I'll drown. Okay. Okay. Doesn't matter. It wouldn't fit too tight. No, it doesn't matter. Okay. What would I say? Kate, don't look away. Look at me. Look at me in the awkward silence. It's good for our friendship. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I was at this party and I was acting, como se dice, feral, and okay, bilinguals, and I'm walking around, and it turns out, ladies, did you know men don't want to fuck you when you're on all fours? Okay, okay, that's the real talk. That's a $20 laugh. I was walking around. I was barking around, and a nipple's out, but it's not hot. You know what I'm talking about, porn guy. And when you're in your 30s, your tits just kind of look like the inside of lasagna. It doesn't matter. But so, okay. Anyway. Come up with a different metaphor. Great. And so, anyways, I kept getting rejected whenever I tried to like dance upon someone. I was drooling and I had a bloody nose, but it doesn't matter. Okay, what happened in Natural Beauty? And I create this drinking game with myself. Maybe some of you guys can play it tonight. Whenever I got rejected, I would take a shot. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And I got up to how many? That's right, 21 shots. Ow, okay, 21. Can you do something for me? It made me unfuckable. Ow! All right. And I was just like gnawing on wooden furniture, and then I'm like opening up the the cupboards like it's my house. I'm like, who has the snacks? They're like, can you leave? Okay. And then I like enough was enough. I got really embarrassed, and so I start looking for my best friend so I can get the fuck out of there. And then all of a sudden I see her in the corner making out with this really old guy. And I was like, oh, I don't want to interrupt a father-daughter bonding moment. So I was like, you can be daddy's girl tonight. And then I go to call an Uber to leave, and it was $14 whole, which is exactly how much my account was overdrafted. I said, okay, guess this papa's walking home. All right. Okay, so I walked my flat ass home, and it was cute. I got about halfway home though, and I realized the bitch was tired. I'm the bitch, and I was in kitten heels. You know what I'm talking about. And I don't know why you do, but because you like to wear it. Doesn't know. And so as I'm like 2 miles into my journey, I realized like I'm not really walking anymore. I'm kind of crawling like Gollum. I'm like, and my phone's dead. I'm pissed. And all of a sudden, this guy Cat calls me, and it's about like 2:30 in the morning, and all I have is my taser and spirit, which is also what I fly. And this guy Cat calls me, and it wasn't normal like, damn baby, it was like, I wonder what that pussy looks like. I'm sorry to whoever's neighbors of this is, the squirrels, but here's the thing, he didn't realize that I was on 21 shots of alcohol, so I kind of Uno reversed him, and I was like, let's fight out together, pussy boy! And he was like, ooh, gee whiz. And I don't know if you've ever scared someone with a face tattoo, but that legally does count as a body. So this pussy starts rolling up his window, but he doesn't think to lock the door. So I like crawl up to his window. He's like, well, I don't think I like this anymore, please. Taylor. No, okay. So then I open up his car door, and he's like, whoa. And I get in his car, and I was like, how about a ride home for the little lady? And okay. Was that you? Oh. It was you. I was like, hey, don't fart during my set, dude. Because I'll slap that up. No. Okay. And so, I'm still in predator mode, sorry. And so then he gets embarrassed that I'm in his car. He's like, I wasn't actually expecting visitors. And he's trying to like scoot off the hot Cheetos on the seat. I'm eating them. I'm like, finally a snack. Putting some in my pussy for later. Ladies? Okay. Okay, the porn guy just looked at you guys like he's like, there, are they doing it? Okay. I'll get my camera out right now. Don't. Okay, okay, stop. Anyway, he's fully erect, I just want to say that. But anyway. Then he was just like, what can I do you for? And I was like, here's my real address. And he's like, are you sure you want to give your address to a stranger? And I was like, I think you're going to find you're going to be a lot more scared of me than I am of you. And I flashed my taser 3 times. I was like, brop, brop, brop. And then he starts driving. And here's the thing. Anything can be an Uber if you're confident. So that's how the poors do it, baby. And as we're driving, he's like, this is so scary. And I was like, no, this is funny. I was like, this is scary. And I cover his eyes while he's driving. I wasn't taught to fear men. I was taught to rape them. I don't know. I just looked at you because you're begging for it. No. Okay. I'm going to keep that in even though it didn't get it. Okay, doesn't matter. Anyway, then, in reverse. And then we get outside my apartment. And he was like, okay, here you go. And all of a sudden, I kind of like had a little bit of an out-of-body experience. And like, as I'm telling you guys this story, I'm like, it doesn't sound too good, you know? I can hear the words that are coming out of my haunted mouth. And I was just like, And so I was like, hey man, I just want to say I am so sorry. Like, I'm acting insane right now, and I'm really drunk. My bad. And he goes, hey, it's okay. You have nothing to apologize for. I'm drunk too. And I go, awesome. And he lets me charge my phone in his car, and I like get on aux. I'm playing I'm playing Drops of Jupiter by train, okay, which is legally worse than getting in the car with a stranger, I want to say. And then all of a sudden, one thing leads to another. And we start making out, okay? Because I wasn't gonna end this night without a fun memory. And we're making out. His breath is bad, and mine's worse. And all of a sudden, I hear Harper Rose, and it's my mom. I actually butt dialed my mom, and I pick up the phone. I'm like, hey, girly whirly, and no, I'm just kidding. I said, hey, bitch, and we talk like that some way. And okay, whites, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, then no one does, because no one's broken like that. Okay, so then, my mom's like, who are you making out with? Like, whose car is this? And I go, I don't know. Who are you? And he's like, I'm Isaac. And I go, okay, he's daddy. I gotta go. And so I get off the phone. I'm like, okay, this night is crazy enough. I'm gonna go inside. He's like, wait, before you go, can I get your number? And I go, hey, that's fucked up. No. But then I was like, I gotta give him something. So I give him my Instagram, and I give him my underwear I was wearing. Cheeto alert. And okay, because who doesn't like a little souvenir, you know? At the end of a relationship, usually girls get a sweatshirt, so I thought this creep could get my panties. And then, and that's on Hot Cheeto. But then, and as I'm walking in my house, I'm like, what a crazy night. And I can see he like puts him on his head like a helmet, and he writes, yeah, period, girl, I jerked off. And then and then he walks, and then I walk into my apartment, I fall asleep. I wake up bright and early the next day at 2 p.m. and I'm like, what a bad dream that was. And then I check Instagram, and I see I have a message from Isaac_Torrance666, and I was like, uh-oh, who is this? And I open it, and he had sent me a picture of him smelling my underwear. And I was like, finally, someone with vision! And we're still together to this day. Just kidding. I actually blocked him because that freaked me out. Okay, bye guys, my name's Harper Rose. Give it up for Taylor, give it up for all the cars you're gonna see tonight, and give it up for yourselves. Give it a leg, give it a leg. Can I help you?
All right. Wow, all right. Thank you, Harper Rose. Thank you so much for opening up the show. The last show we got opened up by Kill Tony Golden Ticket winner, so you're in good company. Hey, can I ask y'all for a favor? If y'all could come, I know that's a good seat up there. Can y'all come fill in the front? Because we're videotaping this. It's going to look like nobody's here. Okay, so sorry, Marlon, you got to come down here and get sit and fill in one of these chairs. And y'all too, please. Anybody else back there, come fill in these chairs for me. Pretty please. Like now. Because I'm not starting the show. I'll let the 7-time VMA winner stay up there. But yeah, y'all take y'all's seat. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much, Leah. I know you're the best. Hello, thank you so much. All right, who else? All right, come on, Big Dan. He does a lot of don't tell shows. Just in his first year of comedy, I'm super proud of him. You're going to see a guy who's a famous person who's not famous yet. Put your hands together. Come on. Come on. I knew y'all was that. Come
Go Tigers, baby. All right. Hey, guys. All right. Hey, that's a good way to start. My set is to move everybody where they're uncomfortable now. That's great. That's exactly what I wanted to do. That was a great intro by Taylor. I'm surprised he knows all those kinds in the same place. I'm going to tell you a story, too, that happened to me recently, which is weird. I was back in Louisiana, and I walked in on my mother changing.
Can you be careful with the camera? No, you guys are good. Just
an accident. So I thought it was my sister. No. I don't have a sister. But and I saw them, you know, her breasts. Okay. And that's the right thing to call them, though. I think breasts. That's mature, you know. It'd be weird if I was like, yeah, I saw my mom's tits last night. Like that's like an immature. I'm a biology major. I care. You know? And now as I'm getting older, like I'm learning that your brain can think one thing and your body can like feel completely different. This is not going where you think this is going. Okay. So I see them, and my brain is like turn away immediately, and I do. Okay. like that. But like my body like felt like nostalgia. If that makes sense. Like my mouth started watering a little bit. Like I had these weird feelings I haven't felt in, and it has been a while since I've sucked on them, you know. And it's just weird to like see your mom's breasts and feel like you're walking down your whole middle school hallway. Memories are like rushing back in. It's my brain's fault because I'm on the weed. Y'all on the weed. I blame the weed for all of my problems in my life right now. Because I'm not like a frolicky smoker, you know. Like people are like, let's go to the park and get a blanket and smoke a joint and have a sandwich. I'm like, let's go behind the dumpster and get blind, all right? Like I'm not dicking around, all right? I'm trying to look Korean and change religions, all right? I'm trying to smoke so much I think mature thoughts. Like you smoke and you're like, I should probably get a real job. This is not fucking, what are we on the wood right now? This is good. Let's go mount more. But I think my parents are worried about me, you know, because I do live where Taylor lives in Monroe. Y'all know like Duck Dynasty? I like went to high school with them. Sadie was my first crush. I was in love, but they don't have sex. That's a weird thing to say, actually. I don't mean to say that. But it's weird moving from like, you know, small Louisiana town to West Hollywood, you know? Because I mean, I'm from the old South. So like I move here and I think people are going to call me like a racist, you know? Or like a bigot. Or a homophobe. No, still Carrot Top. The big ginge. I don't know what we did do. I like it, you know? It's all about perspective. Like St. Patrick's Day, that's my Juneteenth. And I deserve it, all right? I don't want to fucking hear it. You ever been sunburnt by the moon? No, you ever been moonburnt? Like, that shit's ass. They don't make moon scream, all right? This is honestly what happens. Like, women will come up to me. This is so confusing. Women will come up to me and they'll be like, oh my God. It's gorgeous. It's kill to have that color hair. You know? And dudes come up to me and they're like, I'd fucking kill myself if I had that color hair. It's like, yo, my mom's thinking this is adorable. You know? They're just worried about me though, because they're not really worried about my health or anything. They just ask me if I'm like a libtard yet. Heard this term, libtard? You know? Y'all know this, take the first couple letters of liberal. Throw the tard right behind it, you know? You make fun of them. You take that same logic with Republican, you just get retard. So it kind of... kind of fires back on the boys a little bit. I still say both, I don't give a fuck. No, the groan at the end really upset me. But I need it, I don't know, I need to integrate a little bit. You know, I need both. I need to play both sides, I feel. I'll do anything to make it in this town, okay. But, like, so when I moved here, I needed to integrate a little bit. So, like, I got a random roommate, you know, which is genius. He's a Calvin Klein model. It's like, I live with a Calvin Klein model. And I know what you guys are thinking. 2 models living together. That would suck. So now I'm not used to seeing this level of hot. You know? Just this hot, sexy dude with a 6-pack and his V's or whatever, you know, and just running around my apartment all day, just fucking making me gay, you know? And it's like, I don't want to be forced to be gay. And I'm not gay, but I can appreciate a right angle when I see one. You know, nothing with that. Honestly, for a long time, I thought we were like on the same level of hot. You know, I'd see him and be like, we can hang, you know? But then, like, I would catch myself agreeing with stuff that he says that doesn't apply to me at all, you know? Like, if he's sitting on the couch and I'm like, hey, you wanna go out tonight? And he'll be like, you know, I don't really feel like getting pussy tonight. I'm just like, yeah, me either. That's fucking wow. Saturday, gotta wake up early. Write jokes for this shit. I was a biology major, though, actually, in college, so this doesn't work out, I'll just go be a doctor or something, you know, something I'm a little more qualified for. My parents are like, they're doctors in a small town. Like, I would have been a 7th generation doctor. Like, that's insane. We've been doctors since before they even made the thing. Like, we would just be like, you're a doctor? They're like, yeah. They're like, all right, fuck it, just fucking a doctor. Like that. And now it's like, I'm ruining, like, for years, for generations, my parents have ruled the medical field. But now, I mean, fucking empires fall, so that's where I'm at currently. And they're doctors in a small town, you know, which really just means they've seen everybody in the town, like, naked. You know? So, like, we got whatever we want in the town, let me tell you. The blackmail was insane. Oh, table for 4, you're full? I bet you're not, buddy. You see this on the internet? I bet not. My dad knows everything. We're pretty much the Epstein family of Monroe, Louisiana. Yeah, I came up with that today. I don't like it either. I don't know. My parents want me to do well, though. But, like, I don't know. I'm into weird. Like, yeah, y'all go to strip clubs? Right here in this guy's been swatting mosquitoes the whole time in the strip clubs. Whenever I moved here, like, I think it's good to go to a strip club first to, like, get a read on the town, you know? You can tell a lot about the strip club based on, like, the strippers' names in the town, you know? Like, you go to a strip club in LA, it's, like, expensive names, you know? It's, like, Porsche, Mercedes, McLaren. Back to Louisiana, this lady walked on stage, her name was U-Haul. I was like, what the fuck? This is the poorest place I've ever been in my life. I live here. And, like, I think I'm, like, a smart guy, but, like, a dumb fella. If that makes any sense. Like, I was a biology major in college, but I also just found out Atlantic City isn't the one that's, like, in the water. Like, this guy's away at a gig in Atlantic City. I was like, what, is fucking Zeus gonna be there, dumbass? Just give me a Krabby Patty while you're down there too, bitch, you fucking idiot. And, like, my name's Marks with an X. It's like everybody thinks I'm a fucking communist and shit. I don't know what a communist is. I'm from Louisiana. I thought a communist was somebody with a communications degree. Like once you graduated, you became a communist. And it makes sense. You know how, like, fascists study fashion? Or, like, racists study NASCAR. Okay, that's fine. I don't know. I'm honestly going through some turmoil right now. Any single ladies here? Jesus Christ. Watching Love Island, everybody else? That's a lie. Okay. You watch Love Island. That's a $50 laugh for Love Island. I watch Love Island now because, like, I like to see love. At least, even if it's fake, I don't care. It's like I just got cheated on recently. Thank you. That helps. And I got cheated on. It was a woman. And the gay pride act guy, fucking laughing at the fucking. But yeah, I got cheated on by a lady. And she's gone. What if I just started crying right now? Happened a long time ago. It's just a joke. I kind of ruined it probably. But now it's like, when something traumatic happens in your life, it changes the thoughts you have. Like, it can be the same thought, but it'll mean, like, something completely different now. You know, like, before I got cheated on, like, my favorite thing to do is listen to rap music. All right, you listen to rap to get hype. You know, you're like, yeah, I'm about to go fuck somebody's bitch. And then you get cheated on. You're like, somebody's fucking my bitch right now. That's exactly same thought, a little different, same thought. You know, maybe it's my fault that she left. You know, maybe it is. Like they say, nice guys finish last. I'm a nice guy. But I finish first every time. Every time. Some would say prematurely. It should be nice guys finish fast. And mean guys finish when you're asleep. I haven't heard one sandwich guy laugh the whole fucking time. That's the only thing I've been thinking about. They're still not listening. I don't know. Let's see. What else should we talk about? Anything interesting happened with you guys? What time am I at? Mike, how's this going?
I don't know, about 5 minutes.
Okay.
No, you're 11.
Why am I taking comedy advice from Taylor? No, I'm just kidding. I love Taylor. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I love you, dude.
Give me the A material, not this bullshit.
A material. Shut up.
Talk about your mama's titties.
I'll tell you another tit story, though. All right, so listen to this. This will be the last thing I tell you about tits. So, I was back home and I did a show, and this lady was kind of all up on me, you know, and she was a mother. It was the first time I'd been with somebody with those kind of responsibilities, you know, kids. And I'm a biology major. So every time I have sex, it's honestly more like research. Like I'm making sure she's all right, you know, medically. And so we're in the back of her Hyundai Sonata, all right? This is a 1, 2, 3 type of thing. Y'all aren't gonna believe the story, but and we're in the throes of passion, and I'm feeling them because we're throwing, and or whatever. And I feel like a lump in there, like legit. I'm not fucking with you. I swear to God. And so we get done. It's fine. And like I was like, you probably should go get this, you know, checked out because like I'm a biology man. Like I know. And she went and got it checked out. And she has cancer. And nobody's gonna believe that I found it. Nobody's gonna believe that I found it. And this is what happens every time I tell this story. This is why I don't want to fucking do it unless somebody sits in the crowd and says keep going about tits. And I thought I got her pregnant too, so she called me. She was like, I have cancer. I was like, kind of dodged a bullet on that. And listen, I don't know if you've ever like came on the cancer tits before. Closest thing I've ever seen to like life and death touching each other, you know? Like you know that Michelangelo painting of like the two hands touching? Yeah, it's more of a thinker there. Get it, sperm. Cancer cells, okay. Well, let's see. Yeah, I sat on that one a little too long. I don't want to tell a gay joke because that would be wrong, right? All right, I think I'm done. I love you guys.
We're from Louisiana.
Really?
All three of us, export.
Where?
Thibodeau.
Oh, LaBouche, Thibodeau?
Galliano.
Those are cities I don't even know where those fuckers
We
are.
think you're south. We think you're like way north.
You have a gay pride flag on. We're not very. Come on now.
Yeah,
I took a boat to school.
He's outcast.
You took a boat to school? What are you doing here?
Sailed.
You sailed here.
With that
Well,
hat.
what's the guy who's sailing with Phoenix? Is this? Okay, that wasn't funny. All right, that's my time. I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna do crown work after the sex over. Bye.
First of all, it wouldn't be Zeus down at Atlantis, it'd be Poseidon. See why he's not the doctor. Dumbass. All right, y'all ready to keep going? Let's do it. This next performer, he's great. I saw him once, and I just remember he was funny. And he's got a show coming out on OF TV. And we're just happy to have him here. Come on, guys. Put them together. Bring on up. Rob Smallwood.
All right, we can cut that shit off. I gotta say, it's way too many southern accents to bring a black brother up here. Because this is starting to feel like an auction as I'm looking into some of these faces. Glad you guys are from Louisiana or wherever the fuck. Do you feel safe? Blink twice. It said, walk up the hill. That's where the show is. Wink, wink. I ain't making it back down. All right. So that's my attitude. How's everybody? Y'all good? Everybody straight? Let's not all act like we're at a comedy show. Good. Couples or relationship? Y'all date? Everybody? Y'all couples? All coupled? Everybody boot up? It's the summertime. Wrong time to be boot up. I'm just joking. I like coming out to shows and performing for couples because statistically, 4 out of 5 of you are hanging on by a thread. No, listen. Oh, hey, don't let the truth ruin your relationship. Y'all are doing the best that you can. Now, I'm sorry, this is the wrong energy to come out with. Yeah, I got my taco meat out, everything. I'm too sexy to be talking like this right now. I'm struggling. I'm going. I went through a breakup, which just means when you're a man, you're going through a breakup. You're single-handedly holding up the adult film industry. I guess you could say I was bearing the load. I was in this entanglement for like 2 years. Very long time. 2 years is long. It's a long time. When you're a man, love just sneaks up on you. You understand that? Love just comes out of nowhere. Like, this is how men find out they're in love. They're in the shower, they pull 10 inches of a hair that doesn't belong to them out of their butt crack, and then they put it on the shower wall and they're like, I'm gonna keep this one. That's when they find out they're in love, man. It is tough. Man, falling in love is like catching mono in high school. You're a loser if you didn't get it. You know? Too real. Okay. Yeah, man. You know what my problem was in the relationship? I got too complacent. That's what happened. I got complacent way too fast. I went from don't talk to me until I get my cup of coffee to text me back. Please. She was gone like that, bro. Like that. She was gone. She left while I was at work. You know what was also gone when I got back? The pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream that we were splitting the night before. I couldn't even grieve normally. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even just be sad. They say a good woman will add 10 years to your life. You know that? You ever hear something like that? A good woman will add 10 years to your life. Never say what happens when she leaves, though. Never talk about that. I'm in the gym trying to replace my trauma with abs. Brother man gonna come up to me and be like, hey, brother man, you've been looking trim, losing a lot of weight. What's your secret? What you been doing? I was like, oh, brother, this is just water weight. I've been actively crying on the Stairmaster. That is what I've been doing. But I'm on the other side of it. Now I'm trying to be healthy, trying to fix all the things that I wasn't good at. Communication, that's one of the things I'm working on. Communicate. You gotta be a very good communicator in relationships. That's what I'm working on. Trying to be a very good communicator now. You know what I'm saying? Like now, instead of saying like, yeah, let's give it a try. I'll try it. It might be fun. Now I can say, I really do hate your friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be healthy. I got a therapist now, which is dope. I like having a therapist. I got a therapist because I want to tear these walls down for the next beautiful big titty butt naked woman that falls out of the sky. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be my truest self. So I got a therapist. My therapist, she black. I'm black. When you black and you got a black therapist, that's like having a grandma without the disappointment. My therapist's waiting room music is just slave hymns. Instead of wade in the water, it's wade in the foyer. Louisiana, don't laugh at that. No, I told my black therapist that my last girlfriend was a white. Instead of hitting me with the black, she went, She said to me, she says, so what did we learn? And I said, I learned that working with the negatives don't always make for better pictures. And she goes, well, what do you mean? I was like, well, dating white women is tough. Mainly when it comes to photos. You got to take two of everything. One with the flash on, one with it off. Then you got to go into Photoshop and merge them together. Because you're just one negative Facebook comment away from her grandma being like, whose floating t-shirt is that in the background? You just... Yeah, man. Dating's tough. It's hard. Trying to find somebody you can listen to chew for an hour. I think the biggest issue I had as me being a dater or being in a relationship is that I'm a creative. So my mind's constantly wandering. I'm constantly ruminating up here. I'm always lost in my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're lost in your thoughts, you miss the small stuff. You miss the small details. One of the biggest details I missed is that she took me to a wake. And I didn't realize it was a wake until somebody stopped me from making a to-go plate. It was something about me ripping the tinfoil that masked the grandmother's cries. I just miss the whole thing. And as I'm making this plate, this dude comes up to me and goes, hey, generally we like to leave the food for the family in the morning. I said, listen, brother, how many deviled eggs does one family need with one less mouth to feed? He said, touche, but please put the Tupperware back. Yeah, man. So, I don't know. I'm over it. I'm kind of getting over it. I'm learning that there's a silver lining in everything. Silver lining in every breakup. My silver lining is that I didn't crease my Jordans on the proposal. Instead, I just took that money and bought myself a Tesla. And I know you guys are all wondering, Rob, when did you forget that Elon Musk was a dipshit? I'll tell you, it was heartbreak. Okay, that one was sad. I'll move on. Having a girlfriend's tough business, man. It's hard work. Hard work having a girlfriend. This last one, she had a lot of thoughts. All these thoughts, they turn into words. These words, they turn into sentences without periods at the end. It was a tough time in my household. You understand? Sometimes having a girlfriend feels like having a tumor. You know what I'm saying? Because like physically, there's nothing wrong, but internally, you just feel off. Yeah, we were together for 2 years, and right before she left, in the middle of telling the story, she like took a breath. And I was just as shocked as the rest of you guys were, because admittedly I thought the story was over. So I got up to go take a shit, because I thought I deserved a little me time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about the type of shit where you go, you sit on the toilet, you let your feet fall asleep, you scroll through TikTok, that type of shit. And as I got up, she had like that little squeak in her voice. She goes, I can't believe you gonna get up in the middle of my story. And it was at that moment, that very small moment, that very small section of a moment, that I was like, maybe we were really too hard on O.J. Simpson. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hear me out. What if the murder didn't start with anger, okay? What if it literally started with him being like, so babe, how was your day? And then 2 hours later, she didn't shut up, and he was like, for all mankind, I have to... All right, you guys aren't on me. Thank you. Thank you so much. How about this? I'll throw you guys a bone, all right? For the guys out here right now, if you're with your girl, your partner, your lady, whatever, I challenge you right now to tell me a time that your girl told you an amazing story. I'll wait. Thank you. I'll move on. I feel the vagina's drying up. I'll just move on. I like football. I'm a really big football guy. Played football all my life. Played Little League, high school, semi-pro. Got injured. Now I'm in the redneck capital of California right now. I like playing fantasy football, though. Does anybody know what that is? It's when you take real-life players, put on an imaginary team, bet your mortgage. That's the only way to play the game. Last year, I had a really good team. I had Tua, Christian McCaffrey, Tyreek Hill. I had the Ravens defense. I'm from Baltimore originally. Shout out to them. We got Lamar Jackson, Action Jackson. That's my guy. That's my dog. He replaced Joe Flacco, white dude, average. Y'all get it. Flacco did take us to the Super Bowl, though. It was Ravens against the 49ers. Harbaugh against Harbaugh. Brother against brother. Father had to choose who he loved at the end. It was really emotional. Real quick, before I move on. To any woman out here that's remotely still paying attention. That's what it's like when you tell a story. So, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Generally, when people like it, something though, and it's comedy, they fucking laugh.
We're good listeners.
You're good listeners. Last time I checked, listening required shutting the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a skill set. It's like, that's key, 101. No, y'all are good. You're good. You're being supportive. Dating is tough. It is hard, right? Ladies, I mean, I see y'all out here. I get it. They don't make men like they used to. You know what I'm saying? They don't. You remember your grandfather? The Swiss Army knife of the family? He could cook, clean, fix whatever you needed. got back from the war. He was fucking tough. Never mind that the twins across the street had his eyes. But he loved your grandmother the best way that he could. You know what I'm saying? Now look at the men you're left dating. They got gluten allergies now. You know what it's like to date a man with gluten allergies? Sitting at the comfort of your home. He hears a knock at the door. He takes a deep swallow. He's like, we should check that out together. Now you're stuck in this Scooby-Doo ass relationship. Hoping whatever man at the door has the balls to choke you. It's a tough life to be a woman, man. So hard to like go on these dates, sit across the table from a beautiful woman. She tells you these useless facts you can't do anything with. I was on this one date and this girl's gonna say, hey Rob, did you know that the fetus is only 44 millimeters long after 6 weeks of pregnancy? I said, ma'am, I'm from America. I don't know what the fuck 44 millimeters is. She's like, oh, boo-boo, I got you. 44 millimeters is the same size as the penis of all these white men making this horrible decision. I said, sis, speak on it. That's all I got for you, by the way, all right? I'm not smart enough to speak on abortions. Ladies, your body, your choice. That's all I'm gonna say, all right? Yeah. As long as you don't keep that shit, I support you. Now listen. I said that to a homie back home. Not a fan. He's a Christian. We all know how Christians get, those Christian sites. You ever realize it's never a Christian's fault? It's always the devil. Never a personality defect whatsoever. Said that to him. He was like, Rob, you shouldn't say stuff like that. You don't know what it's like. In his defense, him and his wife had been trying to conceive a child for months and it wasn't working out. Let's not get weird. They had one. But he's like, you shouldn't say things like that. You know what it's like to lose something that has your identity and all your memories. Coincidentally, during this argument, I had also misplaced my cell phone. So, it's tough work, man. It's tough work. After this break, I was talking to my aunt. I was just like, you know, her and my uncle have been together for quite some time. They've been together for 14 years. My uncle was in prison for 12 of them. My aunt, you know, that's her man. You know what I'm saying? Like, publicly, that's her man. Don't talk shit. She loves him. And I think that's beautiful. Privately, though, their relationship is kind of like a CVS pregnancy test. It's inconclusive. They fight a lot. When my uncle got out, he just had all these like prison mannerisms. You know what I'm saying? Like he washed his underwear in the sink, only ate with a spork. You know that saying like don't put baby in the corner? It's like, nah, don't put that nigga in the corner. Like put him in the corner. He doesn't want anybody walking behind him, you know? And I was just like asking my aunt, I was like, what you have is beautiful. I want that. You know what I'm saying? I wanna be in love. All my friends, they're all in love. They're all in their second marriage. Meanwhile, I struggle to open a Capri Sun. You know what I'm saying? Like my aunt says to me, she's like, "Oh, baby, you can't chase love. You gotta let it come to you. You gotta be yourself. Always be yourself. Be yourself, and whoever is meant to find you will find you." I thought that was beautiful. She's like, "Do you think I care what people think about me?" And I was like, "Maybe, yeah." She goes, "Hell no. In fact, when I die, I want you to bury me butt-ass naked, face down." I said, "Why?" She said, "So the world can kiss my ass goodbye." Yeah, man. I want to be in love, man. Baby sister, she fell in love. You think it happens in succession, it doesn't. She's in love too, dog. Like love, like love. She be posting this nigga, I'd be jealous. She got knocked up. That's really what happened. She got knocked up, but she got knocked up by a flat earther. Yeah. Girls don't know what a flat earther is. As somebody that's seen every scientific fact, read every science book, seen every Bill Nye the Science Guy episode, and at the very end was like, "Nah, nigga, I disagree." And I'm jealous. I'm actually jealous of that. Because you know how in love you gotta be to look past somebody stupid? Like, bitch, that's all I want. I just want to be out at dinner, adding the checker with my fingers, messing up simple math. And she turns to her friends and says, "You don't know him like I do." That's all I want. Just want to be loved, dog. All right, y'all have been great. I'm Rob Smallwood. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Put your hands together, guys. Put them together. Come on. Put them together. So, Dana, boom.
I was booked last month, okay, and I dropped out, so I'm back.
She made good.
I'm back in. Anyone else
Hell yeah.
looking for? He said, "Hell yeah." He didn't let me finish. Anyone else? Hell yeah, me. How high are you? Where are you? Is it you? Oh, it's you. Oh, you're really high? You're just agreeing. You're like, I don't care what anyone says. Hell yeah. That's my response. That's great. Yeah, I was gonna say, anyone else looking for the last comic because they want a breast exam? Because I found him. I was like, did you really find cancer? I'm in my 30s, okay? I'm paranoid. I think I have a lump right here. The doctor said it was fine, but we can. Am I the first person to perform with a dog on stage?
Yes, you are.
I am. This is Walter. I don't know if I should. I don't know if I. Walter, do you have anything that? My mom's fucking crazy.
Same.
Help me. Literally, if my dog could talk, he would be like, why me? You know? No, he has a good life. I'm a single mom. Who works 2 jobs and doesn't stop. I adopted him. I rescued him. Thank you. I'm a saint. Thank you. I'm a savior. He came with separation anxiety, so I had to, hire a trainer and kind of like train out of him. And after a month, he was fine, but I wasn't. Okay, I'm codependent. I called up the trainer. I go, "Do you do humans? Because I would like to be given treats and be called a good girl." He blocked me. So playing hard to get. Hell yeah. But yeah, no, I'm codependent. I bring my dog everywhere with me, and like people don't like that. Like we were out the other day, and this old lady came up to us, and she was like, "This is a grocery store," and I looked at her and I go, "I'm mentally ill." Would you rather have him bite your ankles or me, bitch? Okay? And I peed on her, and she learned. No, but it's. I don't know. I feel like sometimes though, like, do you guys have dogs in here? Are there any first time dog moms? Yeah, ish. No, your brother has a dog. Okay, that's not. You're a dog sitter. That's like someone asking like any moms, and I'm like. My sister had 2 kids, and she doesn't like them as much as I do. And I watched them for months, though. That's the difference. Okay, well, it's not the same. It's not the same. I'm crazy about my dog. No one warned me about I constantly think I'm killing him. I'm like neurotic. I always think there's something wrong. He's fine, you guys. He's fine. I've been to the vet like 4 times in 4 months. I am in debt. Okay. I'm in every Reddit group. I'm in Facebook groups. I literally uploaded a picture of my dog's poop to a Facebook group, and I was like, "What's wrong with him?" And they were like, "You bitch, you're crazy. This is Facebook dating." Get out. Look, he's like, "Can I come with you? Can I run? Can I?" Is it distracting to have a dog on stage? I'm regretting this. But you're not paying attention to me. You're paying attention to the dog. Okay? Here, yeah, let's get. You know what? I can't take that. You know what? He's cuter and he's more interesting than me. So get off stage. Someone take the dog from me. I give my dog away. Oh, he's fine. Walter, you're fine. Go. Be with the wolves. Be one with the coyotes. Every time we pass a coyote, because I live in Los Feliz, and I know you guys can stalk me. I'll give you my address after the show. Okay, I need attention. All right. Every time we pass a coyote, I'm like, you could have been his dinner. That's not a joke. I'm in a weird place. I just came back from family vacation, and my family's from the East Coast. Everyone's mean.
But they like to say that they're honest. You know what I mean? Do you guys have family like this? They're like, we love you. We tell you the truth. And I'm like, you called me a bitch. Like, I don't understand. No, that's love. That's love. I'm like, this is why I'm alone. I actually hung out on family vacation with my Gen Z cousins. I love them. They're so cool. I'm actually in a Snapchat group text with my Gen Z cousins, and like as a joke, they like to upload pictures of their guy crushes that they make bald in the Bald app. And I was like, your joke is my reality. I'm triggered. Gen Z is they're really interesting because I feel like they're like really like millennials we're traumatized, you know, like we're like 9/11, but they're like I don't know what the fuck's wrong with them. Like I was hanging out with them and I was like, you guys, I was like, we should prank call, and they're like, yeah, let's prank call, you know. And like as a millennial, like what's a prank call? It's like you call people you know and like make a character and change your voice. And they're like, let's pretend we died in a car crash. And I was like, I was thinking that we just like pretend to be different people, and they literally had a car crash queued up on their phone, and one started calling her boyfriend, and they all started screaming, and he literally called them, and he was like, are you okay? And she's like, fuck you, we're in a car crash. And I'm like, you guys, this isn't a prank. This isn't fun. What happened? I'm so scared for them, but also fuck them because they're so cool, and they like, you know, they just like know terms. These Gen Z, they're just like, that's a trauma response. And I'm like, you shouldn't know that at 19, okay? You should be traumatized and not know and be blackout drunk like me. They're just like too advanced and it pisses me off. But yeah, I have a lot of friends who are kind of like, you know, spiritual. My friends are all into manifesting. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, how come all my friends who are like really good at manifesting have trust funds? Like, you know, it's like they're so good. It's like they can manifest anything instantly. I had this one friend who didn't have a car for 6 months. I had to drive her everywhere, and she called me up out of the blue. She's like, oh my God, Dana, I manifested my dream car. I drive a Porsche. A Porsche, I drive it. And I was like, well, how did you manifest? Like, teach me, I want to know. And she goes, okay, well, I made a vision board. And every single night I closed my eyes and I visualized the Porsche being driven over to me into my driveway. And one day I woke up and it was in my driveway because my dad drove it over. And I was like, am I bad at manifesting or is my dad dead? Which one? You know what I mean? Like, are the crystals not working, or did his ex-fiance Sherry steal his money when he died? That was not a joke. That's just real. Fuck that bitch. Sherry Dynison. She lives in Greenwich, Connecticut. Yeah, bitch couldn't afford to live in Greenwich before my dad died. Guess what? Guess what, Sherry? I got student loans! And you got a beach house, you fucking cunt! Okay, you know what? This is a therapy session, and this is where the line gets blurred. But literally, I hope she dies. And not that I looked up hitmen. She ruined my life. I'm sober now. Yeah, I've been 6 years sober, and I'm gonna drink tonight after this set. Actually. Throw myself over. That's funny. I feel like because I like go to AA meetings and I share, and it's like it's too dark for them. Have you guys ever shared in a 12-step meeting and they're like, ooh, ouch? Because I was like, I don't want to drink, I just want to kill myself, and they're like crickets. They're like, ooh, we're fucked up, but that's bad. But yeah, I really don't ever think about drinking, but if I were to get roofied by anyone in here, if anyone had Molly and slipped it in, I found the loophole, okay? It's not a relapse if someone roofied you. Yeah, he's paying attention. I tell guys before dates, I go, you better not have a Molly dealer or acid. And you better not just plop it in my drink when I go to a pee-pee. You better not do it. Fucking do it! I need it! I told my sponsor, I was like, why can't I just do Molly once a month? Once a month is not bad. She's like, Dana, you're an addict. Most normal people don't think like that. I go, yeah, most normal people who aren't losers. Like, I'm trying to go to the desert and hook up with my girlfriends and say it's because I'm on psychedelics and not because I'm closeted, all right? I don't. I thought I was closeted for a long time, and then I dated a woman, and I was like, I'm straight. Pretty sure. Women are forward, though. I literally dated her it was last year during June. I was like, I'm really going all out for Pride this year. And we went on a date, and Ford were bowling, by the way, which, I mean, stereotype, am I right? And it was my choice. Shut up. And it was actually one of the best dates I've ever been on. And literally 4 minutes into the date, she asked me, she's like, have you had sex with a woman? And no one wants to admit being a virgin. So I blurted out, because I was nervous, define sex. A grown woman asked another grown woman to define sex. You look horrified, that's correct. And she did, she defined it. She was like, been with someone and had an orgasm. I go, whoa. I did not know that orgasm constitutes a sex. Technically, I have been with 4 people and not 49. I am changing my number. I am a virgin. I have a baby Jane there. Baby Jane. So small, so tiny, so young. But we, I gotta be honest, you guys, we hooked up right away. We got to third base. Don't get too excited, because third base in lesbian terms is just energy healing. She's like, I'm wrapping you in a pink bubble. But yeah, she wanted to talk about feelings all the time. She's like, and how are you feeling about that? Ooh, are you feeling triggered? Ooh, how's that making you feel? I'm like, I'm feeling straight. I've never felt so straight. I don't know. I'm just used to dating men. With men, it's simple. They're just like, I like you! You like me too? Okay, we hang out. Come on, I show you Reno 911 clips on YouTube from 10 years ago. I show you clips you've seen, and I'm funny because such clips. Come on, let's go to a comedy show on a mountaintop. That's it. Guys just want to show you things that are funny and be like, that's it. Anyways, I want to have a slutty summer. Where my sluts at? Where the girls at with the loose puss? Just kidding. It's so tight. Nope, just kidding. That's false information. It's tighter than ever. Tighter than ever. The more it goes up. I'm a Scorpio. I have it in me to have a slutty summer. I know, and I love sexting. It's so fun. I like to send nudes, right? Back and forth, sexy messages. And then the minute the guy drops the address, I'm like, you're fucking disgusting! Do you do this with everyone? You probably have herpes blocked. And it's like, I need to settle down. But I think, okay, here's what I think. I can't be slutty because I'm too spiritual. You guys are like, no, you're not, bitch. But here's the thing. I believe as a woman, when you have sex with a man, his energy stays inside of you. He's like, I'm leaving. This is too deep.
I'll be right back. You're good. I like you a lot.
He's like, okay, and this is the cap for me. This is where the night ends. This is fucking spiritual, ooh, bitch. No, when you have, as a woman, when you have sex with a man, Walter, it's not your time! Oh, he's used to, you guys. He's used to me so
Dealing with the body.
You can stay up here. You want to sit down? You can sit up here. Okay. Just go in the corner and don't act cute, because they're all going to stare at you. So just go over, you know what I mean? It's distracting. Keep going. She's like, stop. Keep going.
Are you filming this?
Who should be filming this? Who's filming? Film! Put it on TikTok! Everything goes online! Why are we not filming? No, what I was saying, spiritual, because as a woman, I feel like when you have sex with a man, his energy stays inside of you, and I can prove it because I had sex with a white guy, and the next day I was walking around with so much confidence and nothing to back it up. I was starting a business. I was explaining jazz to black men. I was like, listen, it's improv, but it's not. It's planned, but it's... You can trust me. Okay, hell yeah. All right. I did. How much time do I have? Do I have a?
Just land the ship.
Just land the ship? I don't know if that's a good thing.
However much you wanted to go.
Am I the last comic?
Yeah, I think so, unless we
Really?
don't have any more, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you're killing it.
Anyone in the crowd? We end with just a random person I pick. I pick one of you guys to come on stage. I know one of you has a couple jokes. Come on. Pull up your Twitter from 2020 before you deleted your racist tweets. Yeah, I was dating a 40-year-old who broke up with me recently. He broke up with me because he wasn't ready to commit at 40, right? I was like, I can see that you're committed to your Rogaine routine, but this is too much, all right? Okay, don't shame bald men. Is that what's that's what's the consensus? I don't know. I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, like when my father was 40, like my dad was so committed, you know. It's like he had children, he had a house, he had a drinking problem. Like he was so committed to his alcoholism. I want a man to look at me how my dad looked at Papa Vodka at 11 a.m. Do you know what I'm saying? Every guy, I do have to say, every guy in LA has this like fear of commitment. Like it's like an epidemic that is happening, right? I don't know what is going on. All my friends are going through it as well, but it's like these men, they look at us women like we're witches, like trying to steal their soul. Because we are. I will take a lock of your thinning hair for a spell that I learned on TikTok. Thank you. Who's doing the love spells? Who's doing the love spells? Yeah, we fuck around with the love spells. Have you guys ever done a love spell and halfway through you're like, I'm wasting my magical, beautiful, feminine energy on a guy who doesn't have a job? He's a loser. He asked me for money, and I want him to love me. I'm like, self-love spell, self-love spell. I'm putting myself in the honey jar, bitch. Fuck all y'all. Fuck you, Gary. Literally, his name was, he had the worst name. He was 40 and had a 50-year-old name, fucking Gary. I don't know. I feel bad for these guys though, because what's these guys' game plans? These guys who can't commit, you know? They're just gonna be on their deathbed, just dying in the hospital next to their situationship. Just like, hey babe, I'll catch you in the next lifetime. But if I come back and I'm hot, I can't make any promises. Show the nurse the picture of my dick. Dying wish wants everyone to see his dick. So dumb. So I did get back on Hinge, and it's bad. It's really bad. It's the worst it's ever been, and I've been on it from the beginning of time. Okay, it's terrible. I tell people if you're in a relationship, stay. I don't care who hits who. I don't care. Domestic violence is what's better than what's on Hinge. I was asked out on 3 walks. Did you guys hear what I said? By 3 different men. 3 walks. When people ask me, Walter would love it. When people ask me if I'm dating, I'm like, I'm getting my steps in. I don't know. I'm showing up in my Lululemon and I'm praying for the best. Prepared to be talked at in Joe Rogan quotes. That's what I'm mentally. One guy asked me to go to a park like I'm a toddler that needs their energy burnt off. I was like, are you going to push me on a swing? Or are you giving me orange slices? Can I call you daddy? I don't have a father. This is healing my inner child wound. My mom told me, she's like, Dana, whatever you do, don't go on a hike date. Because I read an article where a woman was pushed off of a cliff to her death. I go, Mom, that is best case scenario at this point. Okay. It's too dark for you guys. That was... too dark, but I do have a lot of wellness friends. And how come people who preach about wellness are the most mentally unwell? My one wellness friend, she's super hot, she has big fake boobs, she's 10 out of 10, Looks like Haley Bieber. We're hanging out in my apartment, and I'm drinking a LaCroix because I'm sober. And she looks over at me and she goes, Dana. She has fake lips too. She goes, Dana, do you know that the natural flavors in your soda water aren't natural? It's unnatural what you're putting in your mouth. So many things I wanted to say, but I'm like, I'm just gonna let her think she's smart, right? But then she kept looking around my apartment and she's like, Dana. And I was like, no, why? She goes, ooh, that's bad. It's bad. Because the EMFs can get into your bloodstream and poison you. I go, do you know what's in your tits? In your face, and you have 17 cell phone cases of plastic in your left tit, and you're worried about me ingesting the essence of pamplemousse. I'm not friends with her anymore, bitch. Bitch. I don't know, I think the worst friends to have, though, are rich friends, because rich friends will complain about things that are on your vision board. Like my one friend, I swear to God, she's like, my house is too big. I have 4 stories and no elevator. Do you know how exhausting it is to get packages all day long? I get packages because I get delivery. Because I order things. And I have to go to the rooftop and I have people over. I have to go up 4 stairs. I walk through a lot of stairs. Tired, all I do is stairs. I'm like, listen, Jen, if you stay focused and you work hard, like me, maybe one day you can live in a studio apartment. Where if you fall off your bed, oops, you're in your kitchen. I live in it's a large studio. Well, technically it's a junior 1-bedroom, but that sounds more depressing. It's like, I don't know who's coming up with those names, but they're stupid. Junior 1-bedroom is so stupid. Like, oh yeah, I got a raise, so I upgraded to a senior half bath. You guys gotta come over for dinner. I will cook you chicken and I will shower at the same time. 2 birds. Little wash, little... I don't like inviting guys over, you know? Because guys have... It got so loud. What happened? So much traffic. Getting heckled by the street. No, if I invite guys over to my studio, guys walk in and the first thing they see is a bed. They're like, oh. All right, she's trying to smash. It's like, no, I don't have enough money for walls. And if I did, I'd be dating a better quality man. Okay, so pop off. Okay, what else? I'll just do one more and then... Oh my God, I know I'm getting old because I had an entire conversation with my friend about how I cleaned my rug today. And then it was too dirty, so I had to throw it away. And it was 20, you guys, that was the conversation. I had a 20-minute conversation. And I was like, I think I skipped over becoming my mom, and I'm like in grandma territory. What? It literally is so depressing. And I was like, am I depressed or in my 30s? Like, what is... None of this is relatable. Okay, I literally thought it just happened. I feel asexual. Does anyone feel asexual lately? I don't feel attracted to anything, and it's not. Normally, I can see a photo of Chris Evans. You know what I mean? And like, kind of like use my imagination and like get my vibrator out, and I'm like, Chris Evans. He's not even doing it. He's not doing it for me. I'm like, is this a spiritual awakening? I think that's what I no, but what is it? Okay? This is where I phone a friend. Is something wrong with me? I can't even masturbate to Pedro Pascal anymore. I'm asexual. What's happening? Okay, one more. A few months back, I broke up with my long-distance ex. Well, he lived in Marina Del Rey, but he didn't take the breakup well. He called him a week later, freaking out. He's like, Dana, I'm so nervous. I keep walking into a room and looking at the TV and visualizing seeing you on Netflix, tell jokes at my expense. I go, keep visualizing that. I didn't know that you believed in me. Maybe we should reconsider this breakup. And I did. I got back with him for 2 more weeks, but then gas prices went up. And I was like, your dick isn't worth $6 a gallon. He had erectile dysfunction, so shout out to any guys in here who have it. I'm crippled. Fuck yeah. I I gave him a blowjob for 5 minutes flaccid. Do you guys know how long 5 minutes is in flaccid dick years? I was down there for a full day. Like, it felt like 24 hours. Do you guys know what it's like to blow silly putty? It was like string cheese left in a lunchbox. Here's my part. I know. I should have stopped after one. I should have stopped after, like, I don't know, 60 seconds. But he kept giving me updates on his erection. He's like, it's almost here. Any second now. I go, what is this, a Domino's pizza truck? I'm getting updates from an app. Step 1, the blood has left the chamber. Step 2, it has risen. Step 3, Enrique is outside. And a Honda CR-V. I'm like, oh, are we having a threesome? Does he have an erection? You guys have been so much fun. This is Walter, Ike, and Dana Boone.
She is such a delight. She's so beautiful. There must be something really wrong with her. They just can't commit this crazy bitch. My ex cheated on me too. Who's been cheated on? Yeah, it don't feel good, right? But the guy that she cheated on me with killed himself. At least that's what the cops think. Gotta stop telling that joke, because he did kill himself. Fuck that motherfucker. No, honestly, he gave me the best thing in my life. I mean, it got me out of that. You know, there's life after divorce. Let me tell you guys. Okay, if anybody's traumatized by someone who's not doing it right, get out. Get out. Okay, that's not funny. That's just some real advice that I hope y'all all take seriously. Guys, that's the end of the show, and I appreciate y'all being here. This show's so fun to do, and who knows, comedy might heal the world. Okay, if y'all can help me out and just fold up your chairs and put them against that wall, so I don't have to do it all crippled. And otherwise, hey, hang out for a while. We're gonna do some drinks. We're gonna take some whatever. Patronize our vendors, please. They're so sweet. And also, we got free samples. So, anybody want a free sample? Say go. Girls? These are microdoses. You can't get that one. These are microdoses. All right, here we go.